everybody, it's Patricia and welcome back to my channel. It's been a while. It's been a few weeks since I have recorded and or done a video, and so I'm here today to do a check-in with you guys and get you caught up on what's going on, because my life is just it's just crazy. I'm sitting outside so you can hear cars going by and my neighbors mowing the lawn, and sorry for all that. And when I cough, I will be editing it out. I think you can tell from my voice I have been sick. So let me go ahead and go back to when I filmed the day before we went to Florida. So we went to Florida to my niece's wedding and it was beautiful. Oh, it was just gorgeous, and it was great to see family down there, and we just had a good time. And I'll show you some photos here of my niece Emily and her husband Jimmy, and there's a photo with all the family, our side of the family that was there, and we just had a really good time. Now the bad thing that happened, the day before the wedding, my sister, the mother of the bride, she tested positive for COVID. So, yeah, not good. So, at the wedding, she waited in her car, and after everyone was seated, it was an outside wedding. After everyone was seated, she had on her mask, and she sat off to the side in the distance so she could watch it, but she could not participate in it. The photographer was real nice and took a photo of just her where they were doing all the photos, and she later photoshopped Melissa in with Emily and Jimmy. And I swear at first I thought, when did Emily get that close to her mom? You know, I was going to get a little upset, and then I realized the photographer photoshopped it, and it looks great. The photographer did a great job, and at the reception was great. The theme was Broadway musical. Jimmy has his degree in musical theater. The food was amazing for a wedding. The food was amazing. We had steak and salmon, and you could have both. And the mashed potatoes were, my gosh, they were so good. I'm so sorry, my street is just extra busy today. Anyway, we had a great time at the wedding, and Emily and Jimmy sang a duet to each other. It was beautiful. So then the next day we came home, and we drove all the way home. What is normally an 8-hour drive I'm sorry, I shook you. What's normally an 8-hour drive, it took 11 and a half hours to get home. It was, there was no accidents. It was some road construction, and it was just a lot of traffic. It was just crazy. It was so bad. We got home, it was around 7 o'clock at night, to find out we had no water. Something had happened, a water line break or something, so we just went in the car, went back over to my in-laws, and we spent the night there. So we got home on Sunday. The water was back on, thank goodness. And yeah, that was crazy. So a couple of days after we got back, I got sick. I got so sick. I was so scared I caught COVID, like from my sister, because her kids, Jay and Natalie, were both in the wedding and there at the reception and everything. And I was afraid they had been near their mom and got COVID, but luckily they had spent the week with Emily in Orlando, so they hadn't been around their mom. So that was a blessing, and I tested negative for COVID. But I was really sick for 2 weeks, and I'm just now getting my voice back, and it is not totally back, and I'm still coughing. But yeah, I got sick, and then right after me, Nathan got sick, and then Brian got sick, and it's delayed our moving a few weeks. weeks of delay. Now my father-in-law is sick, and we think he caught it from maybe my husband. He went to the doctor today, tested negative for COVID, tested negative for the flu. They did some x-rays to see if he has pneumonia, because he has had lung cancer and has had 2 portions of one of his lungs removed. So I haven't heard yet about if he has pneumonia, if that came back clear. But yeah, now he's sick. But it is, what day is it? It's Wednesday. We're on track to be moved out this weekend, in with my mother-in-law and father-in-law. We won't be totally have everything moved out of the house, but we will have ourselves moved out, and we're going to rent a moving truck this weekend and just pack up and move as much as we can and get it out of here so we can hurry up and get this house clean and little things here and there done. I've got a little piece of a wall that needs to be patched, little patched places, and I got some wood filler to fill my little holes and things that I want to get done, and I want to do a little bit of painting, especially where I patch. I want to paint, and the kitchen needs paint, and the living room's going to need painting. I don't think I'm going to paint the bedrooms or the bathroom. I'm going to leave them like they are. My whole house is painted neutrals, so and that's what I prefer in a house. I've been looking online, kind of shopping for houses, and I see a house I really like, but then the walls are all these wild shades of that. I mean, that's fine if you're going to be staying in the house, but I just see, it's just paint, but I just don't have a lot of strength and stamina to do a lot of painting to go into a house, and before I can move in, I'm going to have to paint all the walls. So, but I will do it for the right house. But yeah, that's where we're at. So tomorrow, more packing. Friday, more packing. Saturday, rent the moving truck and just move. And hopefully my father-in-law will be well enough for us to move in Saturday or Sunday. Brian was going to take a day off this week, a day or two, but excuse me, his manager had a death in the family and has been out of town. And then the lady he works with, my husband and the lady he works with, they're the only 2 in their department. And she tested positive for COVID on Monday last week. And she didn't come back to work till today. So he wasn't able to take any time off this week. So he thinks next week he will take some time off, hopefully. And hopefully my next check-in will be from my in-laws, and we'll be well on our way. So guys, thank you all for hanging in there with me, and I will film another update as soon as I can. And yeah, guys, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time.